Well, hello there. We are going to do a short flight from Langkampfen Airport in Austria through the Alps and down to Innsbruck. Quite a challenging approach on runway 26. It's not a very long flight at all. We'll only be climbing to maybe 4,000 or 5,000 feet. This is little navmap, by the way, a little free program that I use for planning my routes out, and we can export these to different simulators and then load them in and fly the route with the autopilot. So let's switch over to flight sim and have a look at the aircraft we're going to be flying. So we're in this little Vision jet. It's a lovely little aircraft. Have a little look around that. Very nice. We've got the flaps ready for takeoff. So we're going to jump inside, have a look around. So we'll need to set the altitude we want to climb to and the rate of climb. So let's do that first. Here's the route that we're going to be taking. Let's move down here. Let's set vertical speed. And we'll also, if we just look up here, we'll be able to set the altitude we want to go to. So we'll climb to 4,500 feet at a rate of about 1,200 feet per minute. So you can see that up here, 4,500 feet, 1,200 feet per minute. Just reset the view and we'll increase the throttle. Release the parking brake, full power. Off we go down the runway. 40 knots, 50, 60, 70 knots. Let's rotate. Okay, we're up in the air. Now we'll put the undercarriage up. And we'll put the flaps up. Have a little look behind us at the runway we've just taken off from. Now we're going to enable the autopilot in navigation mode. Click Nav and AP. And we'll just bring the throttle back a little bit. Just recentering ourselves on the navigation path here onto this route, so it should approach this purple line and then swing a left, which it is doing nicely. There we go. Nice morning here in Austria in the Alps. Looks pretty good, and we're steadily climbing here. We're at 3,400 going up to our 4,500. Let's have a look outside. Really nice. Let's see which lights do we have on here. We could probably turn off our landing lights. Don't need those on right now. Okay with the strobe lights. We can also switch over to little nav map and have a look where we are, because this will track our route. As you can see here, this is where we took off, and then we veered off to the left after we took off from the runway, and then we turned on autopilot, and then got back onto our flight path. So as you'll see, we'll do a right turn here, all being flown by the autopilot right now. And you can also see down the bottom here where we've established ourselves at 4,500 feet, which means we'll clear all of these mountains en route. Go back to the flight sim, a nice look around at the Alps. Yeah, very nice. I'll just pause the recording for now. Okay, so we've now arrived at Innsbruck, and as you can see over here, there's the runway. We're doing 137 knots, quite fast. We could get the landing gear down now, and we'll drop the flaps. We'll slow ourselves down a bit. You can see the lights flashing on the runway. Quick check up on the little nav map where we are. You can see we're coming into Innsbruck. Maybe slow ourselves down a little more.
Please expedite your climb 9,500 feet.
We didn't check in with air traffic control to let them know we were landing, so they'll probably keep pestering us to climb. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go and land. That's our intentions. Quite a bit of height to burn off. We're doing about 106 knots, which is fine for this approach. Just steadily down. Yeah, they keep pestering us to climb out, but as I say, we're not going to do that. It's a really easy jet to fly, this one. You can basically float it onto the runway. Just gentle inputs, not much wind at all. It's a really nice morning in Austria. See the sun just coming up on the mountains.
VisionJet Golf 2, please expedite your climb 9,500 feet.
No, I'm not going to expedite my climb. Sorry. Okay, coming in nicely here. Maybe just a little bit of crosswind. As you can see, I'm aiming slightly to the right of the runway just to stay lined up. If I keep coming towards the runway, I'll get pushed to the left. 83 knots, may have to just add a little power so that we don't drop too soon. I've got to keep it on this trajectory. This is nice.
Vision Jet Golf 2, please expedite your climb 9,500 feet.
Oh, it's just annoying me now. Just let me land the plane, dude. A little look from inside. Yeah, all looks good. And then just as we get over the apron of the runway, we'll cut the power.
Vision Jet Golf 2, please expedite your climb 9,500 feet.
Just drop a little power now. And then as we get over the lights, we'll drop the power a little more. Just drop it a little more here. There we go. And cut the power. We'll just basically glide over the top of the lights and just guide it down to the runway. There we go. Just flare a little bit just as we get over the runway, just for a nice soft touchdown.
Vision Jet Golf 2, please expedite your climb 9,500 feet.
There. That's a pretty nice landing. We could have got down a bit quicker than we did. That wasn't too bad. Not too bad at all. And we'll just taxi off to the left here. We'll just park it up here for a second. And have a look around. Very nice. There you go. We've landed in Innsbruck. Okay, so here's another aircraft that I've recently acquired, which is the Kodiak 100. So I've decided to come to Geneva late evening, have a little look at this baby. This is the cargo version. Really nice looking aircraft, the Kodiak 100. It's great for short flights, this one. But yeah, we'll just have a little flight over Geneva, Lake Geneva, and then we'll come back and land here. Okay, half power. Brakes off. Full power, a little bit of right rudder. It's bouncing around a little bit. What are we on? 50 knots. Bit of left rudder. 60, 70, 80. Rotate. Way easy, easy. Easy. Let's put the flaps up. Put the flaps fully up. Looks like the lake is right behind us, so we'll put in a left turn here. Quite a fierce turn that is. There's Lake Geneva. The airport. I'll just pause the video until we get lined up again, coming back in to landing. Okay, so we're back. Just tune Geneva approach.
Geneva Tower, November 259er Kilo, Quebec is 6 miles northeast, 4,800 feet with uniform to land.
Easy 1324 heavy contact ground on 121.855. November 259er Kilo, Quebec, Geneva Tower. Altimeter 29er.902, wind calm fly, left traffic runway 04.
It's quite a steep approach.
121.855, easy 1324 heavy. Goodbye.
Fly left traffic runway 049er Kilo, Quebec. $500.
Quite a bouncy aircraft. Gets knocked around by the wind. There we come. Easy does it. Just allow it to gently come down. Hold, 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 and she's down.
Kilo, Quebec, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
There we go, nicely down.
Kilo, Quebec, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
They weren't very happy with us because we were not clear to land on this runway, but nevertheless we decided to.
Kilo, Quebec, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
There you go, welcome to Geneva. Here's another nice little flight we can do. As you can see, we are in Norway, and this one is from Gardermoen down to Jarlsberg. We pick a aircraft that's pretty quick for this one, 52 nautical miles. You only have to go to about 2,500 feet. So we've chosen the Pilatus PC12, which is a bit of a beast, so we'll have no problem flying this. So let's have a look. I'll just pause it while it all loads up. Okay, here we are in the PC12. The audio might be a little strange at the moment because my headphones just ran out of battery. So unfortunately it'll be picking up the audio directly from the PC, I suspect, if that's if you can hear it at all. So in the PC12 we need to set our altitude over here, it's top left, 2,500 feet, and then we have to say how do we want to climb. We'll go for our usual 1200, and then you arm this, ready to go. It's been a while since I've flown this one. We change the nav mode here to GPS, and then we go over to the co-pilot's one, and we change his nav mode also to GPS here. Okay, and then let's see, flipping around a bit, over on this top unit we can put in the flight plan, and then on the main PFD we can put in our map and zoom out a little and see. There's the route. We're going maybe about that. That should be fine. We want to be in GPS nav mode, and autopilot switch for this is where? It's up here. Here we go. Here we go. So we'll be going on heading mode and autopilot. Here. Oh, not heading actually. We're going nav mode. Sorry. So we can arm nav mode ready for autopilot after we've taken off. Taxi lights are on, landing lights are on. I think we should be ready to go. Right, let's go. Half power. Okay, and brakes off. Slowly introducing full power because this is a bit of a beast, this one. What's our speed? Come on, let's bring the speed up, coming up to 50 knots. Whoa, it's sliding around a bit. 60 knots, 70 knots, and rotate. That's a nice takeoff. I'll have a little look outside. Let's bring up that landing gear. And we'll bring up the flaps at the same time. The flaps take a long time to come up on this PC12. And then we'll pop back inside and we will turn on the autopilot and engage our, let's see, there we go. Should start climbing for us now. Yeah, we can see the altitude is climbing here, 900, 920, 940. That should take us up to 2,500 feet as we requested. Making a right turn. Here, if we look at our PFD over here, there we go. That's the route we want to take. Really powerful aircraft, this one. It's already doing what, 200 just over 200 knots. We'll see it be climbing up to almost 250 eventually. Bit of a beast. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. If we are en route, we can check that in little nav map. We've just taken off. Let's have a look at little nav map here. We've just gone off. Oh, we're doing the route the other way around. Sorry, we're going from Jarlsberg and we're landing at Gardermoen. I got that back to front, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So we're at runway 01 left. That beeping tells us we should have hit our 2,500 feet, which looking over here it's 2,595. Maybe the altimeter slightly out, we'll just check that. We can press B. Yeah, it's okay, it's 2,500. We're climbing up, when I say climbing, we're no longer climbing, but the speed is climbing. As you can see here, we're around 240 knots. Just hold that, just back off the throttle a tiny bit. See there, that's where we are. Everything's looking good. A little look outside. Very nice. Yeah, we'll just pause this for a little while and let it sail over these fjords. Okay, we're back, almost halfway through our flight here, and if I zoom in a little bit on this map, you can see to the north side of this lake here is Oslo. Let's have a look. You can see that outside. I guess it's over here somewhere. Not quite sure. Looking at this, yeah, it's on the northern part of the map. I suppose, yeah, it's kind of sprawling, so it's all of this area here. We will see it's kind of all spreads right around the top of this lake. That's Oslo. Yeah, we've got a co-pilot with us today. So you can see there, that's our nice co-pilot there, helping us out. Nice view of the lake. Yeah, there's Oslo. We can see Oslo coming into view. So we nicely on our way now. We'll just pause it until we're lined up, ready for landing. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back and we've passed Oslo, as you can see, and we've slowed the aircraft down considerably. 160 knots. And we can look on the PFD over here. Maybe zoom in a little bit. That'll help us to see when we line up with the runway. And I'll turn on the landing lights. And we can probably bring down the landing gear. Let's get a nice shot of that. Down the landing gear. And we can do the flaps at the same time. The flaps are really slow on this. You'll see them here. You can see them on the back of the wing there coming out. Quite a while for them to deploy. Okay, so flaps are ready for landing. The gear is down. Here we come. We should probably look at taking over from. Oh, we need to increase our speed a bit. We're dropping quite a lot now. Look outside. Any visual on the runway yet? No, I don't think so. Let's have a look at our PFD. Still no visual on the runway yet. Just come out. Okay. check on little nav map. Yeah, so even once we get lined up, it's still 3 nautical miles to the runway, so we can start descending. But I do like getting a visual on the runway first, because I can use the autopilot to line us up, and then I know that once it does its final turn to the left, then I know that we are on final. So I think I'll probably do that. I will wait for the autopilot to line us up. Yep, we're still good. 126 knots, 2,600 feet. That's fine. Can we see how high is it? Oh, the runway's at 671 feet. So we're 1,900 feet above the runway. That's fine. Okay, let's come back out again. See where we are. Here we go. Yeah, we're coming in, and then we'll turn a slight left to line up with the runway. All good. No, still no visual on the runway. Ah, maybe that's it over here. I don't really see where my mouse is. It looks like it could be there, so we'll keep going forward quite a bit before we bank left. Probably at a good altitude, we can glide it in, no problem, with the autopilot off. But one thing you do in this aircraft is, you can see up here, you've got nav mode on, AP autopilot, and YD is your yaw damper. The yaw damper is really useful on the PC-12, and usually only turn that off just as you're about to land, because this stops you skidding around on the runway. You can probably turn the flight director off when we get a bit lower. Okay, the lights are on, that's fine. Let's just zoom in a bit on the PFD. And we'll see that left turn coming up. Altitude, maybe we could just come down a little bit. Okay, let's just bring it down a little bit. Okay, we're starting to descend a little bit. Let's bring that down. About 1,800 feet. We'll increase the speed as well, so we'll back off on the throttle a little bit. Start to descend. We'll make a slight left turn just to correct this for us. We'll see on a little nav map as well as we approach. Here we go, it's just going to make a little left turn just to correct for us. Coming in about 100 knots, that's fine. 100 knots is good. Should see this little left turn coming up any time. Any time. Here we go, here we go. We've reached our altitude that we dropped to. Left turn. Little correction coming up. There it is, there it is. Little left turn by the autopilot. So once it lands us up, I'm going to switch the autopilot off. We'll take it from here, thank you very much. May even put another notch of flaps just to slow us down that bit more. It is quite a steep descent here. Should be fine. So have a look outside, how we're looking. All good. Quite a steep descent, but we're alright, we're alright. A little bit of correction here and there. This is good. Just going over the top of this forest. Just allowing the aircraft to come down gently. Keep lined up with the runway. Co-pilot's happy.
500.
500. Let's correct a little bit. Let's get ourselves back on the centre line. Easily does it. Nice and easy. This aircraft will skate all over the runway if you come in too fast. But you do have to allow it to come in nose down. That's for sure. It's a long runway, we're fine. Okay, we'll turn that yaw damper off. Oh, we just missed the centre line a little bit. That's fine. And back off the power. Retard, hold, and she's down. That was nice, that was nice. It's not the easiest aircraft to land, the PC-12. It does skate a little bit. That was good, that was a good landing. Happy with that one. Ourselves over to the right here. Anything coming? Nope, we can taxi across. It's going a bit, we might need to slow the thing down. We go over where these other aircraft are. It's like a DHL one in front, maybe. And park up next to that bad boy. Right in front of the tower. Slow it down a bit. Yeah, let's go in between this yellow one and this one at the end, whatever that is. Pop ourselves in between these two beasts. And oh, and looking for us, number 13. Parking brakes on. With this landing rate add-on. What is that yellow one? I can't tell what that is. Oh, it doesn't have any livery on it. I'm not sure what the yellow one is. Just stock aircraft, I think. There you go. Nice little flight in Norway. Turn the engines off. Turn off the warnings, indicators. And once the engines are off, which they're about to stop now, there they go. Once the engines are off, we can cut the power. Oh, there we go. This is the 5-bladed model. There is also a 4-blade model. And then if we go up here, once we turn off the power, the sim stops. There you go. Thank you.